Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is sponsored by contribution from Lakota, and here's his story. Hey, Ollie, I'm a 26-year-old guy. My mother is a narcissist. I'm not sure if my dad is a narcissist necessarily, but he was abusive and they were both neglectful. I have a 7-year-old daughter, and her mom and I are not together. We have joint custody, so I have my daughter every other week. Well, that's nice. My problem stems from the weeks that she is with her mom. A quick bit of backstory. My daughter's mom was at the point where she was going to give me full custody when my daughter was around 2. However, my parents didn't want me to have custody at the time. I didn't understand why. What? What grandparent, if the mother's willing to give it to you and your parents said you shouldn't have custody? Well, that's a red flag, boy. Up to that point, I had never given them reason to believe that I would not let my daughter see them, but that was the reason they gave. Oh, okay, so projection. See, this is like when Drunky, my mother, would accuse me of laying guilt trips on her, and her line was, you know how to make me feel guilty, which was stupid, and my response to her was always the same. Okay, you wouldn't feel guilty if you didn't have something to feel guilty about. Your mother and your parents wouldn't worry about you not letting them see their grandchild unless you had very good reason to. So what they're telling you is they'll go around your wishes to go to your ex. I don't know if it's a wife or not. It doesn't sound like it. Your ex, so they could have access. They are telling you everything they think of, what they really think about you, and what they really think about their own behavior in regards to you. Because what they're telling you is, if the shoe was on the other foot, that's exactly what they would do. I still talk to them regularly. They had been a huge part of my daughter's life. And our relationship was basically our version of normal. They paid for the attorney for my daughter's mom. What the fuck? Yeah, dude, I've been through this. And there's not even a fucking issue here. See, but this is where I was when I was going to go through the divorce with my ex-wife, with my first wife. This is why I fucking put it off for so long, because I knew that the shit that happened, the shit that your parents did, I knew that's what exactly was going to happen. I knew it. There's no going back from that, Lakota. They paid for your ex-wife's attorney? Jesus fucking Christ. This is why I can't go back to New Jersey. This is why I can't go and ever lay eyes on my father again, or my brother for that matter. This is why my father paid for my ex-wife's attorney, okay, showed up in court at the fucking custody hearing with one of these accordion files. What was in it, I still don't know to this fucking day. To testify against me and to sit on my fucking ex-wife's side. Holy shit. It's enraging. It's fucking raging. They paid for the attorney for my daughter's mom. They let her stay at their place in my old bedroom. She didn't pay rent or bills. They helped her move into the house she's in now. God fucking damn it. This isn't a shot at her. It should be. Why would she accept it? It should be it's a shot at all of them. Why would she accept the fucking help? Why? This isn't a shot at her, just giving an idea how they treated me. They slandered my wife and I on Facebook, spread rumors about us, turned the extended family against us, tried to get me fired from my job, and threatened my wife multiple times. This is your new wife, I would assume, not your ex. Well, just like me, just like my situation. My father and ex-wife forged my name on mortgage paperwork in 2015. That's how this whole fucking channel got started, because of shit like this. Go check out Gaslighting Mother Lying on Phone. When I got my mother recorded, when they tried to fucking forge, when they didn't try, my father forged my name on a mortgage refi. They're all the same. They're all the fucking same. And I guarantee you, your parents are boomers, because this is fucking this is boomer 101 behavior. Now their fears have come true, I guess. I have 2 sons with my wife. They do not see their grandparents. Good, as they shouldn't. As they shouldn't, because it'll be only a matter of fucking time, okay, before they turn them against you. And I guarantee you, if God forbid things fall apart with you and your second wife, they're gonna run the same fucking play. It's the same fucking playbook they all run. So you're 26, so you're a millennial. I think you're a millennial. I'm Gen X. This is what boomers fucking do. It's what they do. They see your children as their fucking legacy. Not you, your children. You're nothing but a fucking pawn to them. I have obviously realized what I went through as a kid and continue to go through as an adult. I have cut them out of my life. It was the best decision I have ever made, and I am much happier now that there isn't someone constantly trying to sabotage my happiness. However, when my daughter is with her mom, my parents will keep her a lot of the time. They act like they are her parents, and if I ask her mom anything while she is at work, she will tell me to ask my parents. My parents attend all her school functions. They bring her to family gatherings. They take her on trips, and they take advantage of this. Because my wife and I obviously want to be a part of my daughter's life, we are at most of these events as well. My mom will use the fact that we are in public or around family to come talk to my wife, who wants nothing to do with her, and my other kids who are too young to understand. Right. This is what happened. This is what sparked it. Like your story and mine is identical, Lakota. Because this is what caused the very first video on my channel, Phone Call with Narcissistic Mother. My mother came up to me and Charlene after I had cut them out at one of Erin's fucking softball games and try to act like nothing was wrong. And Charlene told my mother to go away. And my mother started a fight at a 6-year-old softball game. Called Charlene a whore, and then a couple hours later, I get the drunken, out of control phone calls coming in, okay, where she called me literally over 30-something times. I said 17 times on the recording. It was more like, it was over 30 calls. 30 calls. Go back and check out Phone Call with Narcissistic Mother. That all started at a softball game. At a 6-year-old's softball game, when my mother came sauntering over, already half in the fucking bag, trying to act like nothing was wrong, taunting you. That taunting niceness of the boomer. It's all a taunt. It's all a taunt. All they want to do is fucking taunt you. Luckily, my mother is such an out-of-control fucking raging psychopath, okay? There was no, I'm being the asshole. No matter what she did, she made herself look like a goddamn idiot. Doesn't stop her from getting drunk later on or continuing to tie the fucking bag on, okay, and then making death threats in an 11-minute phone call when I finally called her back, before she showed up at my apartment causing a scene around my neighbors. My mom will use the fact that we were in public or around family to come talk to my wife, who wants nothing to do with her, and my other kids who are too young to understand. She does this knowing that if we try to intervene at all, she will cause a scene and make it look like we're the ones instigating the scene. Let them cause the scene. Let them cause the scene. They're not fooling anybody. They're not fooling anybody. Let them cause the scene. As long as you stay calm, you let them cause the fucking scene and you walk away from them. If you would just turn around and walk away, let her chase you like a fucking lunatic like I did to my mother. See, that's what really fueled that phone call, is knowing she made a fucking asshole out of herself. You can tell when we don't react that she doesn't actually want to have anything to do with us and is just using this to try and get a stir. She uses this to try to bully us out of my daughter's life in order to play the victim. I understand no contact isn't an option at the moment. If they have my daughter and I want contact with her, or if I have a question about her, I have to communicate with them. We just don't respond to anything that isn't directly about my daughter and call it low contact. I need advice, though. How can I limit the amount of power this gives them over our lives? And how can we handle the public incidents? Thanks so much for any advice. I know it will be helpful. And I'm sorry for such a long email. Thanks again, brother. You're an inspiration. Keep it up. Lakota. I'm sorry, you said keep it anonymous, but you put that at the end, so I don't think it's gonna matter. I mean, they're not gonna see it, and even if they do, who gives a shit? Don't hide behind anonymity on this one. Do not. Do not. That's what they want. That's what they fucking thrive in, is anonymity. That's what they thrive in. That's what they are hoping for. The only thing you can do here, Lakota, is to keep publicly exposing them. Not directly, not to their faces. Okay? How you doing it here? Tell anybody. No, they're bad people. They're bad people, and my ex-wife is a fucking loser. And my ex is a loser who's accepting their help for God knows what reason. You have a new wife. You have 2 children. You're making it. So how am I exactly the fucking problem here? I'm not. As far as what you can do, I mean, there's really not much legally you can do because your ex, okay, you have joint custody. Your ex is going to plead that they're helping. And, you know, a court's not going to get involved in this. A court's going to do nothing but do, like, a family, you know, and a family analysis and a psychological this and all these fucking tests that you're going to have to fucking pay for that you're going to end up losing. The only thing you can really do other than publicly exposing them, not hiding behind being anonymous, okay, is maximizing your time with your daughter. For whatever ideas they're trying to put in her head, and it's going to be a lot, you have to be the opposite of that. You have to be. Because the one advantage you have is a decent amount of access to your daughter where it's an every other week type of situation. Thank goodness. You're lucky. You're lucky. The boomer thrives in anonymity. The boomer lives to control your children and turn them against you. That's just what they do. It's what they do. They can't stop. They won't stop. Okay? It's why these boomers are just clinging on by their fingernails to any fucking power they could still hold on to in 2021. They're dangerous. They're destructive. They destroy their children. Most of them. Not all. Most. Not all. Most. I'm sorry you're dealing with this, and because I know exactly what this is. I know, and it's only going to get worse. They're going to bribe your daughter. They're going to buy her things. They're going to tell you they're already doing it. Anything they can do. Anything they can do to turn your daughter against you. And what's unfortunate is your daughter gets a little older. She might come a time where she actually buys it, where she actually buys into the narrative. And there might be a point is, and you might not be able to see it now because you're seeing her every other week. There might come a time where you might have to just walk away from it for a while. You have to be prepared for that. You have to be. Because what you cannot do is you cannot let this situation with your daughter affect your situation with your new wife and your two sons. You can't. If it gets to that point, you can't sacrifice the other two for the one, not when you're dealing with a pair of fucking boomer narcissists, okay? And probably a borderline ex-wife. Shitty situation. Shitty situation. There's nothing in your life that the fucking boomer doesn't feel entitled to. Period. Nothing. Nothing. And you cannot hide behind anonymity. You can't. It's what they hope for. It's what they want. It's what they hope for. So, I hope that helps. If you haven't, check out those other two videos. The first one on my channel, Phone Call with Narcissistic Mother, and check out Gaslighting Mother Lying on Phone. These are the depths the boomer will go through to control your children and to control you and to punish you for some God knows what offense you've committed against their high order. Be prepared, because you cannot sacrifice your other two children for the older one if it comes to that. And that sucks. But that's reality. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much, Lakota, for your contribution and your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care, everybody.